Welcome to the Nerd Party.
I'm Darren Moser.
I'm Philip Gilfus.
I'm Daniel Prue.
And this is City Alpha 3. All right, hello and welcome back to City Alpha 3, our Star Trek podcast here on the Nerd Party Network. I'm Darren Moser and joined as always by my two co-hosts, Philip and Daniel, diving deep into Star Trek. And today we are going to be revisiting Star Trek Cadet, the show we just made up last week. But before we get to that, Philip and Daniel, any rewatches? Is it like movie marathon season? It's summer. Is that what we're doing now?
I'm still.
It is summer. That's right.
Yeah, I'm still. No, I was just saying I'm still. I mean, no news, right? I'm still doing animated series, slowly but surely. So I bet I'm still enjoying it. Still
very slowly. There's only so many episodes.
Well, I'm not like watching one a day, but one every 3 days. So. But I feel like I'm going to have to do motion picture afterwards. I'm going to probably make my wife watch it too.
Do you have to,
see if our marriage will survive. So.
Just put it on, like...
She'll play on her phone. It'll be fine.
Yeah. I don't think you have to. I think you can skip it.
With the extended edition or the Super Snore edition? Which one are you watching?
Is it really that bad?
No, don't make us do that. And Daniel, what about you? Have you been watching any new Trek, or just it should be time for a Lower Decks rewatch if that's the next series that we're gonna get, so that would be fun.
I watched Deep Space Nine this week.
Very good.
The one with Kaiopaka on the perpetually warring planet,
Perpetual Death Planet. Yeah.
With the guy from Breaking Bad. So Mike from you know what else? I actually forgot to mention this to you guys.
Ooh, we have props.
I started reading a book.
What? That's not
a brick with words.
This is a Daniel variant.
You can't really see this very well.
Blue book. Okay.
It's a super thick book,
That's
right?
a big book.
And this is only volume 1. This is the 50-year mission. I don't know if you guys have heard about this book. It was recommended to me. This is like the book with like all the gossip in it. And I just started it, and it's these guys that they've been following.
Is there chaos on the bridge?
I suspect there may be. I've heard very good things about it. It's only volume 1. And it's 400 pages long.
Is this the TOS one?
No, it's I think.
Or is it just Star Trek in general?
It covers all of Star Trek, but I'm right in the beginning. No, it looks like they're talking about First Contact at the end of it here. So, it covers a bunch. Anyways,
that's cool.
I'll let you guys know how it is because I've heard very good things. But
yeah, definitely.
Yeah, maybe we'll cover it at some point in the future. But
sure.
Have you beaten all of Mass Effect yet?
Oh yeah, I did. I did my first playthrough, which is I always play through on normal difficulty, playing a Paragon male shepherd, and now.
Boo.
I'm going to take a bit of a break because I kind of binged it. I binged all 3 games and beat them in like a week and a half.
Oh my god!
And it was a lot. So I'm going to take a big break.
You're looking at people that are like, you binge it, and then you're like, why isn't there more content? It's like it's like I devoted 80 hours of my life to this. No.
I'm going to take a big break, and then I'll get back and I'll do my insanity run with a renegade female shepherd. So that's kind
shepherd.
of my pattern. Yeah. Some will say the canon shepherd. She's the one that shows up on the box at the end, and of the legendary edition as well. So it was awesome. I loved every second of it. Even if the ending is still a little weak, but that's okay. I had a great time. So
very cool.
I mean, they can't literally change the ending if they're doing Mass Effect 4.
Yeah, I'm really interested / worried / wondering how they're going to do that, because in a game that has so much individual choice on how things end up, I did see an interesting theory where one of the reasons they, other than the gobs of money they're going to get, that they released the Legendary Edition was that you can now carry that save into Mass Effect 4.
Ooh.
But
versus beforehand, if you were just playing the other games,
Yeah.
it wouldn't be compatible with 4. So this is your prep for 4 time. You just don't even know it.
Well, no, I mean, once
Exactly.
4 comes out, then you have to play all 3 again, of course. I mean,
Exactly.
Jeez.
The problem is, much like the problem with the Star Trek Mirror Universe, once you start splitting narrative, it gets to become a web of craziness, and I don't know how you... These are now mutually exclusive, like, storylines. You can't tell different stories. You would have to pick a canon ending. You wouldn't be able to do more than one. So I don't know... Otherwise, you'd have literally 2 separate...
I don't know. Never doubt video games. They can do some pretty amazing things.
Yeah,
So
that's
they
what
wanna
we said
tell
for the 4th Mass Effect game. And
We'll see. We'll see what they're going to do. They may... I don't know. We'll see. But, yeah, I'm excited for it anyways.
Let us have a giant server farm cranking out the possibilities and choose your adventure.
I have yet not to turn this to a Mass Effect podcast, but the music director for my church, he's a PhD student, and he's actually doing his PhD with game music.
Okay.
And so he does YouTube. I forget, I may have showed you this before, but anyway, he's done YouTube videos. I think it's the Game Bard. I forget his exact YouTube name, but anyway, he did one on Mass Effect 3 that I meant to watch because that's always the sad music. So need to watch that. Yeah.
Interesting. I bet if I was a betting man, I would say he's probably done one on Doom, which was released in 2016, because that game very famously has a crazy soundtrack that was built into the gameplay. So it's a pretty unique experience as well. So, but anyways, that's again. We could turn this into a Mass Effect podcast. I'd be totally fine with that.
Well, and the last thing I'll say is I'm playing Mass Effect as fast as I'm watching TAS, which gives you an idea how far I've gone. But
Have you picked a gender yet on your main
there's only
character?
one. And so I almost left without Garrus. Like, I don't know. I played it, I guess, a little bit differently without meaning to, and that I didn't need Garrus like I would normally do in that first. And like, I could leave without him, but I'm like, I'm not gonna. What would that have? My brain couldn't handle, like, I could do it, but what the game would explode if you can't have Garrus with you.
I think you would be fine. I think you could go back and get him later on. But how far are you, Darren?
I haven't played it yet.
Mass Effect
I'm
0.
waiting. I'm waiting for it to come down in price because games
Oh,
will.
that's right. That's fair.
And it's like I'm not going to be playing it right now anyway, so why buy it at peak price?
But it wasn't crazy.
But no,
it was like 60, but you're getting all 3, so.
That's still a lot of money.
And all the DLC.
But
Yeah, I'll wait till it
You
drops
wait till
to like
Mass Effect
40
4
or something.
And then, yeah.
No, yeah, give it like 2 months. It'll be $20.
That's the
You'll be
thing.
fine.
Like every time I do buy a game at peak, it's like, why did I do that when I know it's going down? All right. Well, today we are revisiting the cadet base that we had talked about when Daniel wanted us to come up with our own Star Trek series. And I misread the prompt, and there was some craziness. But then we all settled on a really cool idea, kind of a Starfleet Academy, but we were going with just Star Trek Cadet. And we had set up a beta campus on Alpha Centauri, and it was basically post, the Borg invasion. So we were, post Dominion War. It was after Nemesis,
Which killed everyone.
Which killed a lot of people. All our problems are gone, and the way that the Federation thought was, okay, well, let's make a new campus instead of just on Earth in San Francisco, because otherwise we're kind of putting all of our proverbial Ontarian eggs in one basket, and you don't want to do that. So we're trying to pick some reoccurring characters and some other, people that we could bring back. So we have Harry Kim coming back as a teacher. He's maybe teaching the Delta Quadrant elective, or maybe band, or something like that. He's gotten a little bit of a promotion.
Holographic studies.
Holographic studies sounds like an elective that should not be on the docket. That's,
philosophical, philosophy 201. What happens if you're died, but you're in the other universe, and are you the real you?
Are you the real you? Transporting 101. And then we have Thomas Riker's half Cardassian daughter as one of our lead characters. So Thomas Riker has a kid from his internment in the Maquis prison in the Cardassian borders. And then we also brought back Naomi Wildman, either as like a senior or some other class, so she was still a student, but we're not going to see her as much. And obviously we're going to have Jellicoe and be there, and somehow he's the Mahoney. No, he's not Mahoney. He's whatever they called the. Oh, what is it? Lestrade?
Yeah, the Commandant. Yeah.
Commandant, yeah. So he's the Alpha Commandant, and there's some Beta Commandant that will have lots of rivalries. So, yeah, I don't think we'd come up with a groundskeeper yet. That's still to be determined. But I don't know if we had talked about
it. Would be Boothby. He would be very grumpy because he had to split his time between two grounds.
El Orion? For goodness sake.
Yeah, I was going to say.
I would actually be surprised
awesome if it was discovered. It makes a lot of sense because
or is it just a holographic age. Anyway.
I'd feel bad for him. It's like, is he in the last 1,000 years of his life? Because he doesn't look very spry for a being that lives, thousands of years.
This would be ridiculous. I don't mean this for serious, but and because he's older too. But it'd be funny if the groundskeeper was just a holographic Mark I EMH. They just repurposed it to groundskeeper. Kidding.
His hands become trowels, and
he's not a exocomp.
Although could have an exocomp.
I'm saying this is based off of our concept when we had the Mark I's mining and they had giant pickaxes for hands. Like, why not? If they can do it. Now, I don't believe we had thought of the type of show, like what kind of stories we were going to tell.
Good ones.
Obviously, that's our intent.
But you say that.
It's not always going to happen. But, I think we had decided we wanted it to be a little less planetary world saving and a little more, the fate of the known universe or the mirror universe or any universe is not hanging in the balance of these cadets.
We call it Alien of the Week, but they're all aliens. So,
That's true. It could be exchange student of the week.
Or conflict of the week.
Yeah. Well, and,
for both
maybe
teachers
it could
and
be
students.
The show. That's right. That's right.
This
is
is
kind of going back and forth.
This is what I'm thinking. This is what I'm picturing of. Kind of like a Wonder Years type of feeling. Where it's just about the journey, man, and there's little lessons along the way, and like sometimes there's something big happens, and sometimes it's
like 90s sitcom era.
No, because Wonder Years is definitely not a sitcom. Yeah.
Are you gonna have the voiceover? Boy, was I wrong about that choice. I never should have taken stellar cartography.
But it took it takes.
I know what you're
it
saying.
takes it seriously.
A drama.
It takes the drama. I would say more drama, more character driven. I guess that's what I would want.
Okay.
Anyways, yeah.
Well, because we talk a lot about. I mean, the writers are going to have to be really clever because I feel like this is the show to kind of delve into Starfleet and Federation life in a way we've kind of just glossed over. When you're like, what if someone retires from Starfleet? Like, do they get a pension? Like, do they choose where they live? Like, how does that work? Like, there's so many unknowns.
Get paid? Like that kind of question.
Here's the thing: you could do a lot of world building that we've never seen. I mean, this is not. Even though now would be Starfleet Academy, of course, and a very large part of it would be Starfleet, there would be a very big chunk of it that's, like you say, is not. It's just Federation citizens
the townies.
Who go about living their lives. Yeah, exactly.
The townies.
Half the staff would probably not even be Starfleet. So, and most of it would not take place, out on a spaceship or whatever.
It'd be on Alpha Centauri.
Yeah, so this would be really interesting way to like you say, find an average college town and kind of explore it in the space and
college
future.
planet. It's a college
Yeah,
planet. There's mining planets.
What, they get the whole planet? Jeez.
There's vacation planets. This is like a college planet.
That's an endowment right there. It's like you get the whole you got the whole continent. Jeez.
Well, it's like any Star Trek. Like the whole thing is in one spot on the whole planet. It's just one spot that matters.
Well, because like I wanna go into the again just this post scarcity world. How do you make these decisions? So like I want an episode where the cadets roll into town and one of their non-Starfleet civilian friends is like, I want to open up a restaurant and I want to open it up there. And how do they deal with that? It's like, but there's already a building there. So does that building need to go away?
We're going to be doing gentrification episode after gentrification episode.
No, but like,
yes.
But, if you have two people that want to open two different restaurants in the same location and it's all for the betterment of mankind, like how is that decision made when you have no capitalism? Like that's, I don't know the answer to that, but Star Trek will figure it out. But
I think the challenge of this show, but what I would want to do, I mean, it would be hard because you want to have focus, but I really want not parallel storytelling, but I also want there to be like the professors are going to have things,
right,
and the students are going to have things. It's not going to be just a student show or just the professor show. It's going to be both, which I know is going to be hard, but that's what we're going to do. And so we can have those both.
No, I like that,
both conflicts. So it's not just for the kids and it's not just the adults. It's both.
Well, and that's how you can add drama and tension. I mean, you could have new teachers that are trying to do their best and interacting with a variety of species. I mean, we could have a lot of different aliens, in this mix, not just all human.
And
no, they should be primarily aliens. Let's make Harry Kim an alien just for fun at this point.
And it's like Fortunate Son when he was supposed to be an alien the whole time. But no, I like it. Because especially like when you were talking about Darren with Alpha Centauri. I don't want to make it. Well, we can do whatever we want. My instinct is not to make it too combative with the townies, but not to keep leaning into this. It is post-Dominion War, so maybe they're kind of like a planet that was attacked or recovering. I mean, it's been a few years, so it's not like it just happened.
Right.
But they're still recovering, and maybe like it's part of the Federation is like, well, we'll put the campus here, and that will help your revitalization. But maybe
it'll help the economy that doesn't exist in the Federation.
People killed and people left, refugees, and so people are coming back. But there's. I don't want to be too conflicted, but some conflict there with the locals.
Do the cadets need to do some sort of service hours a week?
Only if they get
part of their program
detention or whatever you get in the academy. Unreport.
Brig.
Detention.
Unreport.
Remember, this is college. You're not getting detention.
Well, you could be unreport. I don't know. I didn't go to a service academy. So.
That's true. Yeah, I suppose it's a little different. I guess you do have those sort of things, but that's still funny to think about.
There's a whole brig building, and you just have to work in there.
You didn't make, if your uniform isn't correct or, whatever.
Like, how is your uniform not correct? It comes out of the replicator every morning, ready to go.
Well, the insignia and the rank has to be, like, I don't know. I always feel like, do they have we have in the Army, we have little rulers, like, you could, like, move it, like, because, like, our uniform is, like, 3/4 from this spot, and then 1/4 inch from this spot. Like, how do they know how to put the ranks automatically, where it's supposed to go?
Though the pips,
it just moves on its own.
Well, they don't have. They have. I don't know what they're using in our show because they had the kind of bars too in Wesley and
Oh, that's right. Well, just some sort of magnetic cloth that aligns it when you put it up to it, like certain. I mean, if you were be able to replicate it at a molecular level, you could have it be where the ferrous materials are literally only in the spot it should be and nowhere else, and it would all snap too. But you have to make it so the cadet can, dramatically remove their pips.
I'm going to
place
remove
them
my
on the table.
Pip. I'm done.
I'm going to summer school.
Yeah, there could be a joke where like he has his one pip and something metal accidentally gets placed up there and it sticks where the other pips should go, and it's just chilling on his neck. But yeah, no, I like your thought about having, so a lot of episodes also about the teachers and, I mean, I keep getting a Hogwarts vibe. Like it has a very,
I think
Harry Potter-esque.
A
where
difference is that these professors, not all of them, but some of them will have family with them, either spouses
That's true.
or children of their own.
That's true. Didn't we bring the O'Briens over? I think we did.
We talked about it.
You
We
talked
talked about it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. But yeah, they'll have family and civvy families, or in the service, you could also have. There'll always be the kid whose dad and mom and grandpa were all in Starfleet, and I mean, we all know that'll be a plot point at some point.
You know what also would be fun. It just popped into my head before when we were talking. It's like we should also have like just a secondary character, like maybe even tertiary characters. But like there's a ship or two that are just stationed there that are used for drills and all this sort of stuff.
Training.
Yeah, training ship.
The Enterprise D, right? Because that's, like the Enterprise A was just a training ship after, I'm sorry, go ahead.
So you make that crew like distinct and fun, and like these people are just like, I don't know if they're like rejects or they're like
It's like the Alpha Squad.
Is it the Cerritos? Are we doing the lower decks?
It could be the crossover episode. But you know what I mean, like not that silly, but
I know.
Yeah, but
Wait, the ship shows up and it's like, this is our month to play cadet ship, and they just park in orbit.
or no, there's like literally, because you got to think that there would be literally like a permanent ship or two or whatever there, and that there are people that run those things. Like we see it in Star Trek 2 with Spock and Kirk, but like that happens all the time, and
That's true.
that's somebody's like career, like that's their job, is to be like captain of the ship that pretends
It's like
to go through the
driver's head car, but it's the starship.
Exactly. I just
Has
think that'd be
got
fun,
As a
There's
yellow
a
thing on top
limiter.
of
There's
the
a
ship.
governor on it. Like it can't go past warp 2. You can't get it out of the.
There's the second
Can't go too
helmsman
fast.
next to the student helmsman.
And only one of the brake works for both of them. Yeah.
The warp core is bolted on the outside. It's already pre-ejected. You don't even have to. You just have to release the clamps, and it's good. None of this dangerous shooting it through a tube or anything like that. No, I like that.
Well,
yeah, and so you start to have different characters.
Well, I was
Go
going to
ahead.
say, what would be your... It doesn't have to be like a named ship, but is there a class of ship you would prefer this to be?
I mean, you would think it would have to be
Intrepid
the,
class, or what would you want?
No, it would have to be
Excelsior.
The Excelsior class. It would have
Yeah.
to. Really, it's a
Sick of
dumpy
that.
old
I mean-
ship that's just there for exercises and stuff. Yeah.
It's post-Nemesis. It could be a newer ship. It's
I was
going to
say all the Excelsiors were destroyed in the Dominion War.
I mean, it could be like
Let's do something.
We've
Constellation.
culled the fleet.
The Farragut.
That's going the wrong direction. That's,
No, I was thinking ambassador class, because we don't get to see a lot of
You know what? I would love
Oh.
that. 100% be behind that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that makes sense.
They're a clunker.
And yeah, it's big. It's
We don't know a lot of it about it. We haven't like seen a lot of the interior of it. You could definitely have fun with it. So
I like that.
okay. Yeah, I like let's give it a name. So it's an ambassador class.
I mean, this,
and it's not. We can't do a city in California. We're not doing that nonsense. So
Should it have
give
an
it an
alien
alien.
name? Go ahead.
yeah. Let's go. I don't know what it would be.
I don't know. We don't have to do it now. USS Shran.
Oh, nice. That's cute. I like that. All right.
That could be our Enterprise,
What does that have, like a big blue stripe on it or something?
Blue? Darren, that's kind of specious.
They've stopped painting this thing decades ago.
Oh, yeah.
It's like,
Love it.
was it like olive drab, like straight out of the star
Like, it doesn't
base,
even actually go anywhere. You just get in it. And,
You ju-
yeah.
that's where you do zero G training on top of the hull. And
even better.
That's about
Or
it.
they're
A lot of dried puke on the hull,
No, I love that they go to this big, like, giant auditorium for like some commencement, and they're like, "Where is this? Oh, it's inside the warp nacelle housing. We don't actually have engines. We just converted them to, gym space."
It's like Battle.
You know,
the first episode of Battlestar. It's all classrooms. The whole thing.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
It's what now I'm thinking of Discovery. It's like we have classrooms like no other. 80%
More
of our
classrooms than any other starship.
80% of our square footage is classrooms.
There's the black badge professors. I'm like, what is it?
That's actually that actually makes it really cool though to have like, so you have classes on the campus, on the planet, but you also have classes on the starship, and that's where you have your, a giant pole fell on your instructor, an event is going, and you have to choose who to save moments, and all sorts of.
We don't really have to do this, but a pitch would be either at the season finale or in season 2. We do get it working again somehow. It does actually.
Hey guys, we brought new warp nacelles. Just plug them in. And
some emergency happens, or something. So.
Right.
And maybe it blows up.
I think it'd be cool if maybe 3 decks in the middle of the saucer and 5 decks in the middle of the engineering are actually student decks, and all the other decks are teacher only.
The teacher lounge
when
deck.
But basically when you get in the turbolift, it skips all the teacher decks because you're not allowed to go there. Yeah, you don't have the right key. It scans your comm badge or something.
Or they could, and oh man, this is awesome. So the ship itself is actually it's
like a dual bridge, like a training bridge.
2 bridges.
Yeah, it's right below it doesn't. Nothing's actually connected.
So this is how you get Naomi in here, right?
Okay.
So it's hierarchical, but the higher ranking classmen literally are in charge of the ship.
The senior class.
Yeah, the senior class. So she's valedictorian or whatever.
Our senior project is refreshing a deck.
Well, that makes I don't interrupt you. Keep going, but that's cool because senior, because you kind of have. I never did ROTC either, but I know when you get the senior, you get your senior captain, senior lieutenant. I mean, you're a senior as in you've been in 4 years, and you have ranks in that class, so that you could be practicing in the starship position. Go ahead, but anyway.
Yeah, no. Yeah. It's just it's that same idea. It's just obviously going through the academy, you're going to have plenty of in-classroom experience. You'll have plenty of in-holodeck experience. But then, at certain junctures, certain tests, like the Kobayashi Maru or whatever, you're actually going to go to the ship. But on the downtime, they also use it for experience for command structure and all these older,
or just living on a starship,
just that, yeah, exactly.
So all the dorms for the seniors are on the starship because you got to get used to living on a starship all the time.
And the sad part
you can't
is
just go outside.
They're still bigger than the freshman dorm. So,
oh man, well, it's an ambassador class. It's got a lot of space.
The higher you go, the better you get. Yeah, so that makes sense. But
now I want that. I know we can use the hologram for lots, but I still like the idea of there being mock, villages and other places that they have to beam down to have their tests and practicing first contacts and practicing, other things like that. I mean, you could do.
The holodeck is not going to work very well on this ship, by the way. It's kind of beat up.
That's the thing. There is no holodeck.
I was going to say
they ripped it out.
I mean, this is too much of comedic. Maybe they didn't know what we're going for. But one episode, they're going to the holodeck. Oh, this is cool, and they're oh no, it doesn't work. This is just a big room that we're going to have our class in.
It's
the chairs are being brought in.
Yeah. They're all stacked along the side, all chairs are 10 high. Don't go higher than that, or it'll fall over.
The problem with the idea that there's no holodeck on the training ship. I mean, it would kind of excuse all of the crazy holodeck nonsense that people weren't prepared for in regular Star Trek. But they need to be prepared for that. So you have to have an active holodeck on that ship, so people know what they're getting into.
Yeah, and
so there's one deck, and all it is one holodeck and safety emergency equipment all around it, and it's the black box of we're going to the holodeck deck today, and we're in case things are going to go crazy.
Just like Voyager, with the.
I did my thesis in holographic crazy chaos theory.
You're on the turbolift. You press the. There's no button to press. I know, but
the H.
You press the button and you go. It's shh. And suddenly you're in the middle of a Borg attack. You're what the? Ah! Oh wait, this is the holodeck deck. No, get me out of here.
Now I like the thought of the turbolift opens right onto the holodeck. No antechamber, no corridor. No, it's just you're in.
Yeah.
But you could have
I like the fact that
emergency transport drills and evacuations and all sorts of cool stuff.
But I like the fact that using the planet as and maybe it's a very diverse planet, like Earth. It's not just one planet.
It's gonna be a nice
Star
Class
Wars,
M.
But you have the desert, you have the cold, you have the whatever.
Right.
But maybe that's something of a conflict of the locals are we're not training dummies, but that's part of the agreement though that they made. And so, maybe the people are cool with it, but maybe people are not cool. Like, we're trying to build our lives, and you want us to pretend to be, first contact.
So they're doing like desert training, and there's like
People live
civvies
here. Yeah.
running dune buggies over the dunes, like not a care in the world.
Yeah. Throwing water bottles at them or something. I don't know.
And they're like, he's like, Commander, the immersion in this exercise is lacking with the City Alphin dune buggies in the background.
Yeah, the teenagers like drinking all the water and can't eat any of this, can you?
Man, what would the rowdy teenage
It's all Nausicaans.
rebellious?
All
But what would those
Nausicaans. No.
teenagers call the straight-laced
Starfleeters?
Cadets? Yeah, that doesn't flow off the tongue. You
You
fetties.
Starfleet. You
Delta
Like,
Badgers.
They'd have to have some good. You pippers.
Yeah.
Like, what would you call them? I don't know. They'd have to,
Deltas or
I don't know. What do the uniforms look like again? I have to remember.
well, they're the more Voyager-esque, where they're like a dark gray with the colored shoulder.
So like the
If they stay with that, but
I don't know.
red tops. I don't know.
Insert
Think
derogatory
of
name.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. It's just, I mean, well, don't worry. If we gave this out to a bunch of kids, I'm sure they could come up with derogatory
It wouldn't take
concepts.
long. Yeah.
Wouldn't take long, yeah. But yeah, and you could, man, a lot of the stuff we're talking about is command based, but you could have whole things on medical and engineering and
One pitch I would have is that there should be a this doesn't have to be like a main plot line, but just that there's a specialized school there. But it's not going to be command school. And as much as I'm a redshirter,
Right.
it's not command school. So it's either like the medical school or the science or just something that's a main role
Non-command.
in Starfleet. That's
Yeah.
like, but that's the specialty school is there. Like, you want to go to command school, you go to San Francisco for that. But this is where we have
yeah, that makes sense to
the
keep that
dentistry
in San
school,
Francisco.
yeah, whatever they are.
Dentistry school.
Well, yeah, I'd say either medical or it could be science. It could be the science school. I mean, think about it. Alpha Centauri, it's the closest planet to Earth, and it for thousands of years, humans have looked at it and been like, it's our neighbor, it's our celestial neighbor. So I could see them deciding to make it like
The new Daystrom
science
Institute.
school.
Maybe it was destroyed in the Dominion War. So this is the new Daystrom Institute.
It's memory beta or something like that.
Actually, that's not true because we saw it in Picard, but still.
But yeah, no, I like that. And then you have different courses, and I mean, obviously, this isn't the place where there's no you're going to go off to some other place to do your final research and all of that. But it gives you the basics, for. I mean, because science is so broad. I mean, you could be a xenolinguist or a
Counseling
biologist.
Academy. Maybe that's there.
The counseling academy. But
I'm just going back to this now too. I do like that idea though of having a focus. I don't know what it would be, but wouldn't you need two ships for like war games and stuff like that as well? You could also have
War games, Daniel. That's your dad's Starfleet. Okay, get your
war is over.
Yeah,
the war is
buddy.
over. Yeah,
It's been over for a
never
while.
going to happen again.
Put up the phaser.
Okay, sorry.
Maybe take
Sorry,
out the
sorry.
tricorder every once in a while. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, we could do. But I'm just saying.
No,
Okay, well then we could have like
But no, for the war
I like
games,
the idea of having an Intrepid.
Yeah, for the war games, you bring in a real ship, and then the students are on the beat up ship.
Hey, that's great. Yeah, no. That's
As
good.
a ship of the week or ship of the month.
Yeah.
You could always have like an actual ship. Yeah, that rotates. Yeah, that's a great.
They're gonna
idea,
kick your butt.
Yeah.
'Cause it reminds me of Stratagem. Anyway, I can't remember the name of the episode. I know you'll remember it for me.
Yeah, where they do the war games.
Riker's in the
and-
beat up ship, and then Picard's
Yeah.
on the Enterprise.
Yeah, he's in the Constellation class, just like
Stargazer.
It's
Stargazer.
Is that the first season episode?
Yeah, it's
What is it called?
Stratagem. I think that it's right there. Isn't that a Stratagem?
Oh, is it the one with Stratagem?
I want to say yes
Stratagem?
because he's there to study Riker and study the war games. That guy, the Zach Dorn.
Oh,
Peak
yeah.
Performance. Yep.
Oh, I wasn't
Peak
even close.
Performance.
Sorry.
Is that season 2? I feel like that's
It
he
is.
has a
It's
beard.
season 2.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because it's Pulaski.
And Commander Riker
Fraud!
commands the Hathaway.
Hathaway.
Yes. Oh, that's right.
That's right.
And Wesley cheats. We'll do our warp jump. Warp? What? That ship has been deemed warp inactive.
I have a couple of questions, and
please.
I don't know if you. So at some point, and you could even make this like an annual episode, or maybe
the Christmas episode,
or just once. But you're gonna, of course, have to do a Kobayashi Maru episode.
I want
Right.
to change it. No. I mean, I don't want it to be the same Kobayashi Maru we've seen a million times.
That was my first thing. Was like, first of all,
Oh, that's true.
Unless we're gonna rewrite kind of politics, wouldn't it be kind of.
We could keep the name. That doesn't matter.
Yeah, no. I'm
Yeah,
talking about
yeah.
specifically like you wouldn't want the Klingons to be
I see what
destroying
you're
a
Dominion War.
weakened-
What about this? What if we base it off of The Search? So that's one I just watched of DS9, and so the mission is you have to go into the Gamma Quadrant with the brand new Defiant and its cloak and make contact with the Dominion. And because I mean, in that episode, like they're playing cat and mouse a bunch. They're not sure if the cloak is going to be effective, and at the end, they get their butt kicked. So it's like, following that, it has the same outcome of failure. Of dealing with that.
Has the same.
something-
It has the same problem that the Klingons would, though, in the fact that we're now at peace with this other entity.
Though it has
True.
been my experience. Though this doesn't have to be. I'm not. This is just my thought.
It's just gonna be like a Borg incursion, then something where
Right.
they're always gonna roll over them and kill them.
That's kind of the idea of the original, I think, as well, right?
But take it or leave it. But my experience is we always train for the last war we fought, not the next one. So
Okay.
Like,
I mean,
that's true.
That's fine if that's what we want to do. That's fine. Yeah.
Well, and it's also about making the choices.
And we can reference
It's not
that.
so much that we're going to lose. It's you have to choose. Like, here's the mission, which has a high chance of failure, but you still have to do it.
because I think that's a conflict I do want to explore, the generational one of the Dominion War mentality versus the new Starfleet. And I do want that, like, I want it to be a little meta, well, not meta, but like I want that comment on the kids to be like, didn't we like make peace like 10 years ago? Or, but like,
Yeah.
why are we still fighting this war? But like, that's the setup.
You've got to be prepared. Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah.
No, it's a good point. Well, and yeah, but we'll obviously have a Kobayashi Maru type scenario. I mean, it's the no-win scenario. I mean, it doesn't matter what it is. It's
Oh gosh, I'm trying to think.
destined to fail.
What was the ship that got blown up by the first ship that got blew up?
Oh, the Odyssey.
Yeah, the Odyssey is under, in the Gamma Quadrant. You got, I don't know. It doesn't
Ooh.
matter. I'm just, but
That'd be
shoot,
cool.
Whatever.
I was also thinking too, a neat idea would be like the Kobayashi Maru's not like in kind of what we understand of it from Kirk, and especially specifically 2009. Like it's like a thing that you can just go and do.
Mm-hmm.
But I kind of like the idea that it's unscheduled and like it's a surprise exercise. Like you're just like, oh, we're doing 0G training, and then all of a sudden.
Oh yeah.
You're just there, and you're like, "Oh my God, things are crazy," and So I don't know. I just thought that.
I could.
What if what if they based it off of Insurrection? So you're on the Enterprise.
everybody
You're
falls
in the
asleep?
no, jeez. But you're in the Briar Patch. You're cut off, and you have to defeat a Sona ship and get out to warn the Federation. So because that sounds like a very no-win scenario that Riker kind of had to do with. And you eject your warp core, and all sorts of bad stuff happens. But
It's not called the USS Enterprise test. It's called the Kobayashi Maru test because
It's Kobayashi.
I'm just meaning the plot of the
No,
test.
you're on the Shran. It's always the Shran. But I do like the fact that one of our quote unquote main characters who are freshmen or sophomore, but like for some reason it's common like lower decks they're assigned bridge cleaning duty on the Shran, whatever, I don't know, something. But anyway, they're there with the senior class. I mean, they're there in some. But like you think it's like, oh, today they're doing sensor sweeps or map planning, but like you said, it's a randomizer, and so like you see Naomi, whether she's the captain or whatever she is, and
we finish our first sensor sweep of the
and something that's
neutral
like,
zone.
we're getting a distress signal, and they're like, what is this part? Oh, okay, and then like it just turns into Kobayashi Maru, and then we're not prepared
It's
for
like
it as
Kobayashi
viewers,
Day.
and we're
Yeah.
like, what the? Oh no!
it's one of those episodes too where you start the episode with like the goofiest, lightest, sort of silliest openings, and then
we're gonna take her out of space dock. Woohoo! Like really easy.
And then it just, it hits the fan, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh my God, is this even real? Like, what is happening? I can't do anything to win.
It's like, I'm thinking of like the episode where Rutherford went into command, and it's like everybody's dying around him.
Because I don't know. I don't want to make it too involved, but like maybe the freshman, our character, whoever we're choosing, has some personal connection to the simulation, or they see the simulated death of the crew or whatever, and then that triggers something. I don't know. You can go a bunch of ways.
Yeah, no, or hey, you could have. Again, I like the thought of the Kobayashi Maru being like 12 tests, and you don't know which one you're going to get, instead of just everybody training for the one no win. I mean, it could be like, and then we pull those from the best of Star Trek, so it could be the caretaker choice. Do you destroy the caretaker array and protect the Ocampan? Or do you, use it to get home? And
the Voyager test. Ensign Kim is there to supervise what your choice is. The Janeway method. What's the Janeway method, or do the Janeways?
Oh, well, like
lower decks.
There's something. Yeah.
Maneuver? Was it the Janeway maneuver?
Yes. Yeah. Something Boylan was like, the Janeway maneuver.
Yeah.
Oh, and then they were like,
I totally
kids
know
were
what
on
that
the
is.
ship or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. You ejected the kids into space? What? There's more kids to eject into space? But I like that. Yeah, so we got the Shran. It's, patrolling around the planet, and that also makes it so we don't have like a starbase above, because like, why have a starbase if you're going to have like all these planet-side facilities?
I mean, you could. I think it's
dock facility, because the engineer.
Yeah.
A small.
I mean,
base.
it's not going to be the big mushroom.
No.
It's going to be the regular one turned sideways, so it's a totally different location.
Funny.
You have like one starship and a couple of like smaller vessels that are docked there all the time. And that's it.
Well, because you're going to have,
They have to do your worker bee training.
you're going to have dignitaries coming. You're going to have other people coming and going. Like, there'll be ships in orbit. It's just the ambassador class is the main one that we deal with.
It's going to be
worker bee flight training.
Yeah, it's going to be Deep Space Nine, except they didn't discover the wormhole, so it's kind of this crap assignment. So people are still going to be there, but like, it's not going to be a lot of main people. You'll get like
That's true.
the vice president of the Federation to show up or something.
For like
The vice president of the
for like
Federation.
or the secretary of education or something.
Undersecretary, yeah.
Undersecretary of Education. Jeez.
That's funny.
But yeah, I like, I think these are all great points, and again, using it also to delve into Federation life more than we've really seen, because we've never been on a star base or anything. We've been on starships obviously a ton, but we haven't been able to see this side of Federation life, and it could be a lot of interesting story potential.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I think a premise of the show is that, or at least the flexibility, is that anyone can leave and come. I mean, either in real, like, if an actor or
Right, they're not trying to wash them out.
Yeah, but like, I mean, we have flexibility with our cast. Like, they don't have to be there for 7 years. We get a teacher leaves, we can bring in a new teacher. Students graduate.
That's true.
We're fine with our structure.
And I think we should. Yeah. I think we should each year have new characters, new cadets coming in that we would. I mean, kind of like Grey's Anatomy or other long-running shows where you have turnover of characters because, well, for them it's running crazy long, but we could do that in a shorter time span. And have Naomi graduate, and I don't know if we really if her character was really popular, we could bring her back as a professor because that's what always happens. Exactly. Who's going to be the Feeny that stays through with the class all way too long? And is now the principal.
And then they can be made the official Starfleet Commission commander of the training ship, of the Shran.
Yeah, that's true. Now then he gets promoted to captain, or it's like commander of the Shran. It's like he can't be the actual captain because
3 ships will do fine for this ship. We're not.
Yeah, you're good. You're good. Still more pips than all these cadets.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
I do want to have like the one cadet who used to be an acting ensign and is really like uppity about it.
I was an acting.
Yeah,
ensign.
you're a cadet now. No one cares. Okay.
And then they're like, "Oh, why did Picard ever start that acting ensign program?"
It's not even. Show me the rank. Show me what the rank looks like.
Yeah.
That's a sweater.
You got to go on the bridge, man. Congratulations. We've all been on the bridge.
We've all been on the bridge. It's not a big deal.
Yeah, no, it's just, it'd be so fun because you could have, and again, just show different sides. Show starships pulling over other starships for searching for contraband. Show yeah, I mean, just show the different. It's not all the glory stuff, and I mean, we're kind of delving into lower decks territory.
No.
But,
I mean, there's going to be drama.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can still. Lower decks,
But realistic.
Yeah.
This is where you actually this is the kind of show where you'd be like, this is what people's day-to-day lives are.
Right.
Lower Decks is a parody of that sort of idea.
And the things they're learning are the whole gambit of what a Starfleet personnel would experience. Like, that's the thing.
But there's a broad spectrum.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And then as they go, they start to choose, which path they want to take. Do they want to go into more command? Do they want to go more?
When that hat goes on their head. Not blue shirt. Not blue shirt.
Yeah, it's like, do we have the some sort of giant 42 computer that they sit in a chair and it scans them and they're like, based on your academic progress, you shall be engineering. Yay!
Why am I putting in a room with one of the orbs of the prophets here? This isn't
the orbs of the prophet.
47 points to the sciences.
Yay! Sciences win the Academy Cup this year.
Yay!
Everything blue. Oh, wait. I do want to award 5 points to the command.
Stupid commando is winning. Gosh. Wait a minute. They haven't changed these banners in decades. It's never been anyone but command.
How come the people in charge always pick the people in charge to win? Come on. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. Yellow and blue unite. Rise up.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the more Harry Potter references we can make in the show, the better. It's just, got the room of requirement, a.k.a. holodeck. I mean, it's all there. It's all there.
Why do they put security in the dungeon? That's a terrible place to put the dorms.
There's that one teacher that always wanted to teach first contact, but he never got chosen. The first contact teacher is always a rotating
defense against the Borg.
It's always new. Defense against the Borg. Run.
That's where Harry comes. That's his role now, and he's got to stick there longer than a year. That's his whole goal.
Modulate phaser frequencies. That's the only answer to defense against the Borg.
They rarely use get assimilated technique.
Yeah, and but then. Yeah, no, that'd be a lot of fun. Then I want to see the cadet crew on the Ambassador class being like, this ship can land, right? Like an Intrepid? And they're just like, and they're like, no, pull up. It's not gonna
we don't want to piss off the planet natives more than they already are.
So they're gonna buzz the tower with the Ambassador class.
That's during worker bee training. So
Oh, worker bee training, which I don't think worker bees survive outside of space. I don't think they're designed for atmospheric energy.
Well, we learned the hard way. Okay.
First senior prank, somebody tries to land the ship. That's pretty good.
Or they're like,
blue alert.
Or the senior prank is activating the long defunct saucer separation sequence of the Ambassador. It's like no one's used it in decades.
I think we're gonna have to manually.
Yeah, manually crank. Yeah. all of the pieces apart.
I do. My thought is also, and we don't see this till season 2. When a character we know is the junior class, because the seniors get to train around the Shran. I feel like the juniors, their stepping stone is a runabout. They're just on the planet. You get runabout privileges when you're a junior.
It could be a cute little Defiant class.
Or the the juniors are there on the bridge, but they're the just off-screen people who sit in the chair. No, like when they leave. So it's like if the captain's like so-and-so and so-and-so go do the thing, and then someone's got to sit in that chair right away, and that's the juniors.
They're just time to shine.
Senior class, conference room. Let's go right now.
Yeah, and then all the juniors come and sit in their spaces.
Yes!
Look at me.
Yeah.
Let's try to land the ship.
Let me take a hollow projection real quick.
Yeah. And they're like, I just love scanning for life forms. Boop, 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 boop.
I'm going to put this on my space book.
Oh, gosh. Yeah, and you could have, going home to Earth for winter break or whatever they have. I don't know. But the seasons totally don't line up.
Day.
So it's like...
You got to celebrate Federation Day.
Federation Day. Jeez. A victory over the Dominion War, War Veterans Day.
359 day.
Wait, we're not going to call it.
There's so many days.
We're not going to call it VD Day though, because that's how.
Ooh, yeah, that's not good.
Victory over the Dominion Day. But yeah, that's fun. I think this was kind of more of just like the gist of the types of episodes and. And the I like how it's an ambassador class. Yeah. That's a lot of fun.
I mean, the cadets are going to have their reasons for joining the academy and Starfleet. They want to serve, or they're really science geeks, or their parents made them do it, or their parents didn't want them to do it, or and that's always going to be the fun thing.
I'm picturing like some Elorians like dropping off their kid, for their first day, or some alien species like
who's like 60.
That moment where
like you're a freshman.
Yeah, he's like 60. Yeah. He was like, I wanted to try Starfleet, but
I've tried all the other services. I was in the Vulcan Science Academy, and then Andorian militia.
That's true. Oh, I thought you said Elorian militia. I'm like, geez, but that would be a lot of fun. I think. I mean, I don't know if Star Trek's ever going to do a cadet type show. I mean, it's the one that everybody throws out, at all times, and. My big concern is if they did something like that, it would always be with characters we know but younger, and that doesn't really work as well as it should.
No
I don't
more
want to see...
prequels. No more prequels.
So, or playing their own descendants.
Yes.
Pre-descendants. Yeah. None of that. All right. Well, Daniel, if someone wanted to know where your quarters on the Shran were... where would they find you?
They could find me at One Up Dan. That's the number one, not the word. As in, my quarters are on deck one, suckers.
What, you sleep on the bridge?
That's right.
just right behind the conference room.
He's so dedicated. He just sleeps in the conference room. You're like
keep it down.
You're like the Wharf of the Defiant on the Shran.
That's right.
And which house? If someone wanted to know which house you're sorted into, Philip, where would they find you?
The winningest house. I can't believe we win every year. Command team, can't believe. They can find me on Twitter at NC Public Servant. House Cup again.
She's like, Command team. Well, we developed the program to determine who wins.
What, you're gonna give it to Blue
Squad? And then they're like, well, we keep forgetting medical. Like light green, is that even a color?
It's a small table in the back.
Here's like an offshoot of your science. You're basically all science, right? And they're like, no, we're a totally separate division.
Like you're picking up a paint sample, and you see like the blue, teal, dark green. You're like, oh, which one are you?
One of the cadets is like lamenting back in the day when it's like Kirk's era with the different collars, and they had like 8 different divisions. It's like now it's like 3, maybe 4. All right. Well, if someone wanted to find me about my holographic Boothby character, they could find me on Twitter, Instagram under username Dr. Sci-Fi, DRSCIFI. Well, enrolling in my first year, I'm Darren Moser.
I'm Philip Gelfus.
I'm Daniel Prue.
Stranded here on Alpha Centauri.
Go Centauris.